Wolf from Nastasia.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make t-shirt yarn and then crochet a basket. To make t-shirt yarn for this project, you'll need 7 extra large adult t-shirts, scissors, and a Q-size crochet hook for the basket. You can find the written pattern on my website, Nastasia.com. First, lay out the t-shirt flat on a table. Then, cut off, holding both layers together, that bottom sewn edging hem. Save it if you wish for a future project. I am going to show you 2 methods of making t-shirt yarn. The first is easier but takes more time. The second method is a little tricky, but it's quicker. For the first method, hold along the bottom edging of the now hemless shirt and make a rounded diagonal cut through just the top single layer of the shirt. Now, cut around the shirt in strips of about 1.5 inches wide. Just keep going around and around in circles to make one continuous strip of fabric. Make sure you are only going through just the top layer of the shirt. You'll need to stop once you get right under the sleeve area. Save this top piece of fabric for some of my other t-shirt videos. Now, take your long strip of fabric and pull on it to stretch it out a bit. Stretching makes the piece curl up along the edges and form a nice rounded cord or yarn for working with. Next, I'll show you method 2 for cutting up a t-shirt for yarn. First, lay the t-shirt flat on the floor or table. Then, working from the edge closest to you, cut strips upwards, 1.5 inches wide again, but stop about an inch before you reach the other side. You will be cutting through both layers of the t-shirt at the same time for this. You can see I'm making yet another strip upwards, but stopping before I reach the top. Keep going until you are right under the sleeve area. As previously mentioned, save this top piece for the other t-shirt projects. Now, lay the t-shirt flat and open it up along the edging that we didn't cut. We're going to work only with the top single layer this time. Make a diagonal cut here to start. The rest of the cuts will be diagonal cuts as well. You can see where I'll be cutting the t-shirt to do this. Here is my next diagonal cut. Doing the cuts like this will produce one large continuous strip of fabric. When you get to your very last one, you'll make one diagonal cut this way. You can see the continuous strip of fabric that this produces. Now it is time to tug on the fabric in order to stretch it a bit. This will make the edges curl under and produce a very nice cording or yarn to work with. And here is the final t-shirt yarn. When making the basket, we will need to connect multiple t-shirt yarns together. To do this, make a small slit cut into the first strand. Then, make another small slit into the second strand that you want to connect. Push the second strand into the hole of the first strand. Then, take the other end of the second strand and push it through the hole of the second strand. Then, pull it all through. Carefully pull it together and it will form a very flat knot that will conceal itself very nicely in your project. To crochet the basket, take your Q-sized hook and your t-shirt yarn, then make a magic ring, which is just a very loose slip knot. Chain 1. For round 1, do 12 half double crochet stitches in this ring. Please see my beginner crochet videos if you need help with these stitches. After you make your 12 half double crochets, grab a hold of the magic ring's end and pull carefully to tighten and close up the center of that ring. Slip stitch to the first stitch, then chain 1. Next is round 2. In the same spot, do 2 half double crochets, and in all other stitches around, do 2 half double crochet stitches. After you have completed your 24th half double crochet on that round, do a slip stitch to the first stitch. Then chain 1. For round 3, you'll begin by doing 2 half double crochets in this same spot. Then, in the next stitch, do 1 half double crochet. Continue this pattern around of 2 half double crochets followed by 1 half double crochet. When you get to the end, do a slip stitch to the first stitch. This is what the bottom of your basket should start to look like. Now, chain 1. For round 4, the pattern is 2 half double crochets followed by 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, then 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, repeating this pattern all the way around. If you would like to alter this basket to be smaller or larger, be sure to see the written pattern on my website, Nastasia.com. When you get to the end, slip stitch to the first stitch. This is the bottom, and next we will work on the sides. To make the sides, first chain 1. Then single crochet in each stitch around in the back loops only. When you get to the end, do not slip stitch. Instead, do 1 single crochet under both loops of the first single crochet. We're going to work in continuous spiral rounds now with no slip stitches, so it's important to always mark the first stitch of each round with a clip or stitch marker. Continue single crocheting around under both loops. When you get to the end of that round, take out your stitch marker so that you can make your new first stitch. Then, mark this new first stitch. Continue with single crochet under both loops for as many rounds as you wish. If you want to, on your last round, instead of single crochet stitches, you can do a loose slip stitch all the way around your basket to produce a nice edge. Once you are done, cut your t-shirt yarn about 8 inches from the last stitch and pull it through. Then you can tuck the yarn inside and use a smaller crochet hook to weave in the ends securely several times. You can also weave in that bottom starting end as well securely. If you want, you can use a fabric glue to really secure your ends. This basket is fairly stiff. However, you can add a little support on the bottom if you wish with a round piece of plastic canvas. Or you can use the plastic protectors they sell to use under flower and plant pots instead. If you really want to stiffen your basket, cover the bottom of a large soup pot with plastic wrap to protect it. Then put your basket over it. You can spray your basket with the heavy starch or a fabric stiffener product. Spray it, shape it, then let it air dry. Then use your basket for whatever you wish. I hope this video has helped you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website at nastasia.com for more tips and tricks on creative, self-sufficient living.